Alright, there we go. Casted by Jet Erickson. Jet is here in spirit. He's giving me all the energy. Give me your energy. Mostly the positive energy would be good. I'm terribly sorry for this disconnect. I'm gonna try the... I used to have cable connected to my computer, but then something happened somewhere in the house to some cable and it no longer worked. I was on Wi-Fi. It was working fine, but then it didn't. It didn't work anymore. So now I have a reason to go and fix the Ethernet problem. The game is up. All right. Pedro, Al, and Jacoby. It seems like everything is okay, Mishi. Thanks for asking. We're gonna get into game number 3 here. Jacoby has been beating Pedro 2 games in a row. So now it's up to Pedro to turn the tide if he wants to secure that first place, which is the also valuable screen time reward and the eternal honor of being the leader of the gang of 5. Pedro is known to always think really hard about his deck selection, which is cool because every game is different. Jacoby, on the other hand, is a man of what do you call that? Fuck. My whole story just died right there and then. He's a man of consistency. He has a deck he likes and he plays it effectively, as he is showing in these matchups, in these matches. He is a man of action, a man of one deck, a man of swoon. He's pretty good. Tooth and Till player too. A Tooth and Till man. He knows when to tooth and when to till. Alright, we are ready. And in the top right hand side of the map we have Jacoby playing as Hopper this time. And in the bottom right hand side of the map we have Pedro Al playing as Archimedes. Both players getting a bunch of farms, which is no surprise given how the current meta has stabilized. Sometimes though, especially when you're playing Mishi, you might see this one little sneaky lizard pop up in your base at a time you're not quite expecting it, which is cool. Add some pressure to the game and some variety. Anyway, let's have a look at the map. I think both players have fairly accessible expansions. This one from Jacoby is on the high ground, which will giving him an easier time to fight. The approach though is from this direction. And there's this huge wall over here separating or saving, well, how should I put it? It's saving Pedro some from possible attacks from this direction. And it's also making these bases fairly easy to take for him. However, the second expansion here for Pedro is sort of besiegeable from this high ground. That can be a problem. Ultimately, I think Jacoby has the mill lead, but I do not think we are going to get to that point because both players are actually running the Badger. And as I said before, with the Badger, usually what happens is you either win really hard or you lose really hard. That's usually how the Badger works. Which then also means games don't tend to go super long. They go up to 2 bases and then they usually stop. Jacoby getting the Badger right now. But Pedro wants to get something done with these lizards. He has quite a few of them. Some of them are still at home. And with the defender's advantage, with the pigs, it doesn't look like he quite can get in range of anything valuable to trade for. So he's being super patient, and I like that. But he is definitely on the clock. And I don't think he has scouted that Warren. And but I think he knows it, actually. Oh! Changing tactics. You want to build a Badger? Well, make sure you can deal with 21 lizards. He's just going to try to swarm Pedro in this case. And Pedro, he doesn't have an economy like... Or Jacoby does not have an economy like Pedro does. Pedro does need to be... Oh, I really like this. Pedro adding in some snakes. So he is going to play this defensively since he does have the economy lead. However, if Jacoby doesn't build army appropriately, he does have all of those lizards to do some sniping. So I think both players are doing this really well. Jacoby with a little bit of a gamble going Badger first, but he's going to have map pressure at that point in time. But look at all these farms already up and running for Pedro. Crazy income difference here. But on the other hand, the army for Jacoby is at its maximum potential right now. And he recognizes that he's going in for the attack here. How is Pedro going to react? Does he see it in time? He needs to place his lizards strategically. He's building some more warrens. The lizards go in and out. Not quite getting anything done. We should not allow that Badger to rev up, and it's not in a good position. I think this is Pedro's fight to win, actually. Snakes in the back. Lizards taking care of all of those squirrels, and Jacoby really doesn't have anything left. And now because the army is rebuilding for Jacoby, that means he cannot actually invest into farms. Oh, my throat is really dry at the moment. Oh my god, Pedro. He has found a deck to deal with Jacoby. Oh, playing this wise, not going in for the attack, just sitting back on that defense. He probably does want to get a scout in. Or maybe he's just so confident he's got this game in the pocket. I'm not sure which one it is. Jacoby is trying to get those farms up. He knows he needs to get his economy running as soon as possible. But he's putting himself in a dangerous position here. He needs to defend all of these lizards. There's 21 of them and 4 snakes. That Badger is going to take too long to get anything done. And he's actually out in the open. I think the lizards can easily take this fight here. Oh my god. Pedro decides he wants to play it safe though. He's not going to gamble on that attack. But that does mean Jacoby gets those farms up and running. And now he can start building army again. He's actually done it. Surprisingly. However, Pedro is going to try and offset that by getting his 3rd. But wow, and he's gonna build eight snakes. That's a lot of snakes. And snakes don't skill too well, right? Because they can all tag the same unit and then that same unit will die really fast, but that doesn't really matter if that unit is not the Badger, which is very likely. Alright. Jacoby wants to match Pedro in in farms. So he's getting up a mill for himself right now. I would love to see Pedro try and do some sniping because there's no way Jacoby can defend against those snakes actually. And the scout is here from Pedro. Sees everything, barely any army, and knows that Jacoby is going very greedy for all of those farms. Is he going to use those snakes to try and get some tags on the mill? Nope. Get some more farms first. Play it safe. Alright. Jacoby does have a lot of scrolls at this point, though. Alright. I like this. Getting rid of some... If you're going to be defending, the pigeons are not as good, usually. Maybe that's not true for the badger. But he's canceling the pigeon in favor of some extra farms. And he does have a lot of scrolls up, actually. However, I do think that Jacoby can take this fight, snipe the mill, and retreat. I think. But we're going to have to see what's going to happen in this game. Pedro is too chill to poke. He just wants farms. Yeah, I think if Pedro is looking for another game to play, I think SimCity would be of interest to you, Pedro. I heard it's really good. 10 snakes. Nope, not 10 snakes. Pedro is just gonna try and get a badger for himself. But oh man, look at all the other units you could be building too. Falcons in the sky do so much better than 27 lizards looking for a place to fight, as well as those skunks against this giant mass of squirrels. And Jacoby is trying to transition his army into something that can fight more appropriately with all of these falcons. Pedro scouts it though. Is he going to reply in kind? He is getting 2 badgers up, and I like that. There's no reason not to get multiple badgers in a large army. In a small army, yes, because there's this rev up time. In a larger army, you can definitely build multiple tier 3s. Fox is the only one that doesn't really skill. Boar is next. Then badger, then owl. Owl skills the best. Oh, but now Jacoby's looking strong, and he does have access to this extra base. Pedro floating a ton of food there. Still not going for skunks or falcons. Really surprising. Let's have a look at chat. Pedro. Oh, next thing. If only Pedro had some unit to poke at those structures, that would be great. Unfortunately, he has no such units. Not in Pedro's book. Right? Another. Yep, really nice. Get some more of those dudes. I mean, if 2 snakes are good, what about 12? Amazing. Oh, the wolf skill's the best. Did you even watch the TNT? Oh yeah, I did. I did actually watch that game before I went to bed, where it was 7 wolf versus 7 wolf and moles. 7 wolf and moles won. No surprise though. Jacoby is dividing this map into 2 with an absurd amount of turrets. But he's only on one badger though, and Pedro's gonna have 3. And I think if Pedro also gets some skunks and falcons, he can actually do it. But he's moving out. He's got 2 of those dudes. Oh, this is so scary. What's going on? I can't even tell. So many units here. Crazy attack numbers. Pedro lost both of his... oh my lord. He lost all of his badgers. There's still 1 building though. He's trying to rally his units back, but it's really tough. Snakes are not really useful in this fight. He doesn't have AoE. He could have had skunks and everything and units in the sky, but he doesn't. He is able to deflect the attack though. He's not that just yet. Just cancel. No, don't cancel those. Oh, I'm not sure if I should comment on this when I'm casting, but I don't think that's the right decision. Alright. Jacoby going for the throat here, trying to get that expansion, but there are so many units for Pedro that he is not quite able to do it. And now there's a Badger too. The Badger does get in the firing range, does not actually die, and is now starting to gain a lot of value. However, Pedro cannot move in range of these turrets just yet. He could be using those snakes to try and poke at him. Another, I don't get it, tier 3 Warren removed. But there's still 12 snakes in the making. No food for it though. Pedro getting a scout off, wants to know exactly what's going on at Jacoby's base. And now Jacoby is taking that mill that, against all expectations, is going to come into play here. Pedro, please. Pedro, please. Ah! I am going completely crazy here. I cannot watch this game. What is happening? Alright, there's the snipe on that. And now Pedro is actually starving. He needs to make something happen really, really soon. He's gonna cancel a few of those. Yep, you can cancel those snakes, that's fine. And you wanna get that campfire up. 100% get the campfire and defend that. And poke with the snakes. But perhaps it's already too late. So much food invested into these turrets, but the turrets are not going to come into play. Oh, Pedro actually took a farm on the mill. That's something you can do too. That's way safer than what I was suggesting. And he's gonna try to get that, but he doesn't have food. Gonna get around for the scout, but this means his army is somewhat exposed. Alright. Wiggle, wiggle, back and forth through the turrets. Decides it's time to use teleportation. True death. Reincarnate as the same person you were. Alright. Nothing's happening. Jacoby is winning this because he has farms. So what's Pedro going to do? Yes! 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 You have snakes now. Perfect. A little bit of poke here, a little bit of poke there. Oh, Jacoby moving in and out. Oh, that was dicey from Jacoby actually, because I think the with all of those lizards, that could have been dangerous. Yep, good stuff. Some more snake poking. Yep, I like this engage so far. This is where it starts to hurt. If only he had 3 badgers, he would have been crushing this. Or like skunks and falcons. Oh, and the badger goes down. The snakes go down, and that's it. Pedro taps out. Nothing left for him. Well, Jacoby does have an army. And that's the last game of the Gang of Strife event from tonight. Let's fill out the sheet. Jacoby 3 and 0 for Pedro. It was a great finale though. The magnificent macro game there. Pedro. Oh, no backslash. And Jacoby, the master strategist, the man of tooth and tail, the man of consistency, the man of something else that I forgot. So many comments in the chat. Oh, there it is. The man of action. The man of the one true deck. He has managed to finish this finals this series in first place. Second place is Pedro. Third place is Pingu. Fourth place is Forless Snack. And the child finishes on the 5th place. And I do have some announcements I would like to make. Whoop. Oh, we're gonna do an interview. Interview with Jacoby. Yeah, that would be fun. Interview sounds good. Let's see. Interview. I'm in the interview room. That's good. So if Jacoby wants to join that, that's gonna be fun. And so the announcements. Season 2 of the 21 Duels is a reality. It is going to happen. And I'm not sure when do we start? Not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, which is going to be on a date that will be announced in the Tooth and Till channel for sure. Check out the tournaments channel occasionally for any tournaments that are going to be played. That's a smart thing to do. Tournaments are so much fun. And fun to cast too. The other announcement is that the gentleman has set up a little, what's it called? A betting thing where you can bet on how well players are going to do in the 21 Duels series, which can spice up the fuck, I'm so tired. It can make it more interesting. It can make it more interesting because then there's more to lose if you don't predict it right. You know, betting is fun. Anyway, you should participate in that. There is a link to that. I am not sure where it is exactly. New chart. Ooh, wow, the gentleman's so fast. Gonna put up this new chart. So this is going to be the new chart with the child here, Lesnack there, Pingu Pedro, and then a Jacoby. This is going to be the arc. And then I want to put up a link, or where should they chat find the link to the betting? Oh, betting gone. Oh, here we go. Copy link. I'm gonna put that in chat. Betting is fun. Go gamble. Do I have other announcements? The tournament, the event, the 21 Duels League, the challenge, the competition. I should have prepared this better. But it's kind of, yeah, what can you do? Do we have Jacoby in the channel? Interview room. Nope, Jacoby's not here. The gentleman, if I'm forgetting anything, please tell me so I can say it on stream. On stream. Jacoby Obi. Locked. Polar bear badger skin when? Betting link. The betting link is in chat. Should I put it up on stream? There's no point in putting it on stream, right? But I can show you. I can show you what it works like. So, betting and predictions for 21 Duels Season 2 contest. The rules. You place a whip bet on how far you think each revolutionary can go and who will be the final winner. I'm going to zoom in so you can read with me. Each bet goes into a pot. There's one pot per duelist run prediction, an extra pot for the final winner prediction. The winner for a pot takes the corresponding pot. If there are multiple winners, they split it. If there's no winner for the main prediction, then winners are those who guess the secondary prediction right. Arc number between brackets. All right. So if no one gets the exact point at which someone drops out of the tournament right, then the next best thing is getting the arc in which that person drops right. If there are still no winners, the bets are given back to their owners. After completing the survey, validate your bet. You must eventually send the total amount of bet points to me, the gentleman, on Discord. I'll act as the bank. Winnings will be sent by me in the same way. Whoever ends up with the most points earned through correct predictions gets an extra prize from the Gentle Treasury, being 400 whip for first place, 150 whip for second place, and 50 whip for third place. So gentle with that treasury. Betting closed at the end of Friday, September 28th, which would be next week. So that's you have a week to get your bets done and sorted out. Bets will be kept secret until the Friday 28th. So this is how it works. You go to this page, and then, for example, you think Slyfox, he's so good, he's going to definitely make it to Duel 14 in Arc 2. And then you select it, and it's always the bet amount is fixed to 10 whip for each bet, which will lead to a maximum of 130. You go to next, you go select your winner, and then you fill out your name and detail and how many whip you sent or you bet it for. So that's how it works. And again, the season 2 schedule for the arcs and the players is up on the 21 Duels Discord. So you can have a look at exactly who are going to be played. I do need an explanation for exactly this spooky interlude sort of thing. What that means, that might affect the betting. So, but I'm not exactly sure what it is currently. These will be the Revolutionary Swifty, Slyfox, Split, Shroudal, Blue Kun, Kerpa, Ace, James, Prago, and Duhu. All starting with 4 lives. Alright, let's see. Oh, Jacoby is locked out of interview. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give him a call. Jacoby, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, Jacoby.
Hey, what's up?
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah, I can imagine you feel pretty good. There were some really impressive games. You really do love the Badger, though. Did you expect to win this?
Not really. I don't know. I wasn't really expecting it.
And halfway through, what did you think after doing really good in the free for alls? What were you thinking?
I don't even know. Like I don't know. I've never really won any like tournament before, so I don't know. I was kind of expecting to get knocked out super early, even if I did win free for all.
Well, that did not turn out to be the case. You were showing some really strong matches versus everyone, and that Badger play was just so good. Do you think you will be participating in more of these tournaments anytime soon after winning one?
Yeah, totally.
That's nice to hear. All right. So, how do you feel about the 21 Duels challenge? Did you watch the episodes that we did?
I tried to watch some, but I like missed out on a couple and haven't really like found time to like rewatch all the ones that I missed.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. There's quite a lot of content. But I'm really looking forward to casting the season 2 as well. And it's going to be nice to see some more of those Badger games.
Yeah, I'm planning on going Badger the entire time.
Ooh, don't tell everyone those secrets. Well,
Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations to our grand master here, Jacoby, and I hope to see a lot more of those pro plays from you in the future.
Yeah, thanks. Totally. Yeah, thanks for interviewing me.
Anything you want to say before we move on and close the stream?
I just wanted to go say thanks to everybody. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I agree. It's been fun with you. There's been a lot of people in chat, a lot of activity, so that was a lot of fun. Casting on the weekends really helps. The A lot more people have time. Unfortunately, I can't always cast on the weekend, so. Mishi actually wants you to sign his mousepad, Jacoby.
Yeah,
We'll totally
totally.
do that.
Yeah, yeah. You can go send it to me. I'll go sign it.
All right. That is a promise. That is going to happen. Anyway, we cannot share any more secrets of Jacoby. He seems to be a little too generous in that respect.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
have to keep the rest of
Well, thanks for the interview, and I'll talk to you later.
it. Yeah, totally.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, that's it. That is the end of this stream. I'm going to find a nice place to send you off to, hopefully. And I'm going to take a break, rest my voice. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope to see you soon again some other time. Oh, there's no one streaming right now? That is a shame. I'm not going to talk as much, but I can maybe play some ranked matches right now. So if anyone wants to hop in a game and play with me, that's fine. Otherwise, until next